Hey friends and family, you are watching and listening to Wayne Carey Global Channel. I am Pastor Wayne Slinger Carey. This is a place where giants are slayed. Those of you who are watching for the first time, who've joined us for the first time, please, we would love for you to be a part of the family. Subscribe to our channel and also ring the notification bell so that you'll be notified when we bring forth content on a daily basis. And the content is to equip you to help those that you lead. In our last session, we spoke about communicating with love and respect. And today we're going to go we're going to talk about generating a powerful listening posture deliberately. Okay, this is something you're deliberately doing, generating a powerful listening posture deliberately. We're going to jump right into it. I hope that you've been enjoying the sessions. I hope that you've been enjoying the sessions because, again, it's about you having a successful relationship. And when your relationships, when it's not successful, when you are having a lot of issues, you can't think straight. There's a lot of things are not right. And so it kind of just throws a lot of things off. But believe it or not, when you begin to focus on your relationship and you are excited to go home to your partner, go home to your husband, your wife, when you're excited about that, it seems like everything else tends to fall in place. And so it's very important as a relationship coach and working with couples, it's very important for us to be happy. And so I speak happiness over you. But the things that you have to do is really to apply the things that we've been teaching. And so today we're going to go right into the lesson, generating a powerful listening posture deliberately. And I want you to listen attentively. Number one, listening to appreciate what it is like to be like in your partner's world. Or you want to listen in a sense. You're listening to appreciate what it is like in your partner's world. And when you think about that, everyone having the same background, having the same interests and beliefs, there would be few relationship conflicts and disagreements, basically, when you think about it. Okay, if everyone had the same background, same interests, same beliefs, there would be few relationship conflicts and arguments or disagreements. But here it is now. Life would be terminally boring when we think about it, for every person is unique. And this is what we have to understand. Every person is unique. You are you, I am me, your partner is your partner, and you are yourself. And so you cannot be them. You can't expect them to think like you, can't expect them to be like you. And so rather than insisting on getting your partner to view the world from your perspective, try viewing things from their perspective. So every time you find yourself disagreeing, ask yourself the following questions. And these are some things that we have to listen to. Listen to them, write them down. Number one, what could be good about my partner's perspective? Ask yourself the question, what can be good about their perspective? And so what you want to do, you don't just want to shut everything out, because if you shut them out, you are not learning, you're not growing, you're not understanding your partner. And there's going to be some static going on in there. And so what could be good about my partner's perspective? And then also, is there something that I can learn? So you want to kind of just learn. You want to learn your mate. I'm learning every day. I mean, my wife been married for 10 years. I'm learning her every single day. Every week, there's something new, something about you learning. And, I'm sure she's the same. And that's what you have to do. So what could be good about your partner's perspective? So it's not just about your views, your perspective. It's about theirs also, too. Is there something that I can learn? Number two, how can seeing things in their way support harmony and strengthen your relationship? So think about this. How can seeing things in their way, support harmony and strengthen our relationship? And that's really what you want to think. And so, again, it's not just you thinking about your own self, what it is you want to say. You have this point and you're holding on to it. We have to begin to look at it. If you see things in their way, support in their way, support harmony and strengthen our relationship. Can that happen if you see things their way? Number three, what could I be willing to allow, or would I be willing to allow my partner the right to hang on to their viewpoints, especially when it differs from your own? Think about it, okay? And so that's these are the things that we have to consider. Great questions to ask ourselves. Number 4, what can I learn from seeing situations differently? Okay, what can I learn from seeing situations differently? You're not gonna see it the same way, but what can you learn from seeing it differently? Number 5, am I more committed to getting my way or strengthening my relationships with my partner? Are you focused more on getting your way? Are you? Again, are you more committed to getting your way, or are you focused on strengthening your relationship with your partner? That's your question for you to answer, okay? Number 6, how can I create a non-threatening opening that allows my partner to consider my point of view in a way that it does not make theirs wrong or invalid? And this is tactic right here. This is tactic, but it's a way you have to do it, doing in a way that you're not invalidating them. You know what I'm saying? You don't see their views as wrong, but you're asking yourself, how can I make a non-threatening opening that allows my partner to consider my point of view in a way that does not make theirs wrong or invalid? And this here is very, is tact. It's tact that we have to use. And so those are 6 things that we can ask ourselves. Now we're going to go on to number 2. Number 2, you want to look at this, and it's actually listening for your partner's concerns, okay, commitments, and values. This is what you're doing. You're listening to your partner's concerns, commitments, and values. This is what you're listening for. So we talk about creating a powerful listening posture deliberately, okay? So you want to listen. You're listening for your partner's concerns, commitments, and values. Number 3, listening for the goal in your partner. We speak of listening to the goal because not everything that they're saying is wrong. Not everything that they're saying, they just want you to change your point of view and agree with me or agree with them. But here is what you want to do. You want to listen for the goal that is in your partner. This thing that they're saying, man, if you open up to it, hey, it can change. It can revolutionize your relationship. And so you're listening for the goal in your partner, says to make them feel special. And so you want to actually, this is what it's going to do. You're listening for the goal. And these are the things that's going to make them feel special when you respond and you recognize it. Baby, man, that is so good what you said. These are the things that's going to make them feel special. Number 4, listening for what's at stake for yourself, for your partner, and also for others. All right. Number 5, listening for the possibilities and mutuality. You're looking for the possibility and the mutuality in this is what it's about in our communication style. We're listening. Okay. So you are listening deliberately in this posture, and you're listening. You want to find something that you can go on, something that can cause this car to start and cause us to get going on this path. This is what you're looking for. You're not being critical right here. You're listening, and you're in this posture, and you're just looking for all the possibilities and something that is mutual in a sense like that. That's what you're doing. Number 6, listening for the greatness that is in your partner. And again, we all have ways about our partners that we don't like, but there is greatness in each of them. And the thing that's going to help us is when both of us are considering, both of us are looking within our partner to bring out what that goal is, or to bring out what that greatness that is in them. You are saying, I know my husband, he's great. I know my wife, she has greatness in her. And whenever she does, you're complimenting. Whatever she wears, you're complimenting. Whatever she does, man, you are her greatest support. And when they feel that, I'm telling you, you would help them come into that great person that God has for them to be. This is what it's about. So listen for the greatness that is in your partner. Number 7, listen for the good intentions of your partner. So here's what you don't know. Listen for the good intentions. Give them the benefit of a doubt. And we speak of giving them the benefit of a doubt. That many times we can, they're speaking and you don't see or you're not hearing anything because you are consumed again with your own thoughts. You're consumed with what you're going to respond with, and you miss the good intention. So you can ask yourself, hey, what is my wife? What is my husband? What is my girlfriend, my boyfriend? What is their intentions? What is the good intentions of my partner? And you want to give them the benefit of a doubt. So you're not just looking at, okay, shredding to pieces what they're saying. You give them, think about it. You're listening for the good intentions that they have. So they're speaking, and maybe they could be wanting, wanting the thing to work out, whatever it is that you guys are talking about. They want it to work out, and they have good intentions, okay, for you. So you want to give them the benefit of a doubt, okay? And so those are 7 things. Number 1 would be basically when we look at we look at listening, generating the powerful listening posture deliberately. And number 1 basically was listening to appreciate what it is like in your partner's shoe. And we spoke about that. And, when you look at it, these are some of the good, what good about my partner's perspective. That was basically 1. And we gave you from 1 to 6. And then now we went on from 2 to 7. And so these are things that we can do in terms of generating powerful listening posture, and you're doing it deliberately. This is what you're doing. And so here's what I want to do. I want to give you some practice. And the practice that I want to give you for the next 30 days, so you have a whole month that you can do this. For the next 30 days, practice the following listening skills. Practice the following listening skills. I would love for you to share this with couples, a good friend of yours who may be having some issues of their own, or maybe not having issues, but is always something that they can benefit from. Okay, so for the next 30 days, practice the following listening skills. Number 1, and these you're practicing the following listening skills, and it is, again, to empower your partner to realize their greatness. Okay? For the next 30 days, practice the following listening skills to empower your partner to realize their greatness. Empower them to realize their greatness. Number 2, to discover how you might contribute something of value to them. To discover how you might contribute something of value to them. Number 3, to appreciate their commitments and concerns and what it's like to be them. It's a practice, okay? Because we are selfish by nature. Most of us are selfish by nature, and we think of ourselves and think about how it's going to work for us. But we are looking at how it is that our concerns and what it's like to be them, okay? Number 4. With something significant at stake, perhaps, let's say, your relationship. This is what you want to do for the next 30 days. So you're looking at to hear your partner good intentions. This is what you're going to do. You want to hear your partner's good intentions. When they speak, you're not just threading it to pieces and you're blocking them out. Man, your intentions never good. I didn't even hear what you got to say. No, you want to hear your partner's good intentions. Believe it or not, guys, on both ends, male or female, when you know that someone is in your corner, you're going to be at your best performance. But when you know they're not, you're just going to be casual about the relationship, whether you're married or not. You're not going to have that same excitement and exuberance to please your partner. But when you know that someone believes in you and you know that they have your back, you're going to be at your best in everything that you do in that relationship, because that's our nature. That's our makeup. We need to be complimented. We need to be encouraged, and this is what it's about. And so I want to encourage both of you to commit to encouraging each other and supporting each other, and knowing that, hey, I'm going to hear you. And when I hear you, I'm looking for you, baby, your good intentions. I know you have good intentions, and that's what I want to hear. Number 1, the other point is you want to, for the next 30 days, practice the following listening skills. You want, it is actually to show love, compassion, patience, and respect. Okay, to show love, compassion, patience, and respect. This is for the next 30 days. I'm telling you, psychologists, counselors talk about that when you do something for 30 days or for 21 days, you can make it a habit as you practice it and make it a habit. Then it just goes on and just goes on, and it develops as a habit. And so if you've been doing this for 30 days, you're practicing the following listening skills, man, this is going to can be cemented in your relationship, and it's going to benefit you for the best. The other point is to make them feel wanted, valued, and appreciated. I'm telling you, for someone that is in your life and they're making you feel wanted, making you feel valued, and making you feel appreciated, I'm telling you, you are going to be at your best. You're going to be at your best. If you were late for them in the past, or picking them up, maybe you just have one car and you got to pick up the kids and you got to do some things, and you know what I'm saying, you're not a person of time. When you know that this person, you know that your mate, they're making you feel wanted, they're making you feel valued, they're making you feel appreciated, what are you going to do? You're going to be as a shining light, as a beacon of light. You're going to blossom into something that is so awesome. And this is what's going to help you. So when they do this, you'll find yourself picking up the kids, being there on time, and doing what it is that you know that you should be doing, but you're going to be at your best in doing it. And so, hey, I advise you, make them feel wanted, make them feel valued, make them feel appreciated. And when you do that, I'll tell you, you will tell me, my brother, it's working. And the last point, this is what you want to do for the next 30 days. Practice the following listening skills. For the last point, in your journal, any insights or possibilities that were created, watch this, as a result of listening to your partner in these supportive ways. So what you want to do, write them down. You're listening to them, and there are some things that you've seen, things that you notice, and you're putting it down in that journal. And you're going to, when you get together, hey, this is what I realized, this is what I noticed. Because believe it or not, there's greatness in your partner. There's greatness in you, and there's greatness in your partner. And the sense of the whole thing is to bring out the best in them. If you bring out the best in them, they bring out the best in you, then your environment is going to be conducive to only wanting the best and expecting the best out of each other. All right. And so until our next session, that's all we have for you today. And so on behalf of my beautiful wife, Sister Janice, we are grateful that you tune in. Thank you for listening. Thank you for subscribing, being a part of the family. And again, I believe if you apply these things, it's going to empower your relationship. That's really what we're here to do as a relationship coach, is really to make yourselves better in your relationship. And it's going to it's going to affect other areas of your life. And so today, again, we want to encourage you to go over at WayneCareyGlobal.com. Look at the website. We have some resources there that's going to take you over to payhip.com, whether you can support us in terms of purchasing some of our materials that we have for parents, for youth workers, youth leaders, and again, our information is really to equip you, so that you would be able to help those that you lead. And so we want you to be having your arsenal, these information that is definitely going to be able to strengthen you, give you a lead, so that you can be comfortable and confident when you're working with whomever you're working with. And so again, we want to remind you, you can also go over to Amazon.com. There's a book that I wrote some years ago, and it's actually The Emotional Pain That Bullying Causes. And again, the emotional pain that bullying causes, it's really when persons bully, they don't have good self-image. They don't feel good about themselves. And so they tend to put someone down so that they can bring themselves up. But little that they know, when you put down someone, you go down with them. And so it's a great tool to have in your arsenal as parents, great tool for students. Been trying to get it into the school system, but hey, it's The Emotional Pain That Bullying Causes. You can check it out over on Amazon. And so if you want to be supportive to our ministry, you can also check us out on paypal.me/WWC44 if you like to support our ministry. All right. So on behalf of my wife, Janice, we want you to know that we love you and we extend our love to you. And We speak the blessings and the favor of God. And again, we always encourage you at the end, those of you who do not know Jesus Christ as your Lord and personal Savior, we encourage you to accept him into your life. He is going to enhance your relationship and make it better. God bless you until tomorrow.